Alright, we're just doing an update on the box, and what I'm going to do, you can see one remaining drawer on the top, two missing. The one that's supposed to be in the center was hanging down about 1/8 of an inch lower than this one is. So as it turns out, the fin here, so this piece, is actually too long, and so I could either grind it on the lower side, or I can actually section it here all the way back with a grinder or whatever, and then re-weld it, which sounds ridiculous, but it will give us a much better result, I think. So I'm going to do that, but I gotta drill out these rivets first. So we've got some rivets up here, and I'll only have to drill out the left hand of these two. There's one behind there and a couple here, so I'll drill out the left of these two. Okay, so that's what I'm gonna do. Drill out the rivets, see what happens. Alright, so this is the fin that came out, and I drilled the 3 rivets out. As it turns out, it's also spot welded in one spot, so just be careful of that. The rivets got drilled out with ease. The drill bit looks like it's about 1/8 of an inch, maybe a little bit bigger. I'll probably use some real simple number 6 screws to put this back in. But what I have to do now is, overall, the drawer simply sits too low. And the only way to raise this up, you can see this cutout here, the only way to raise that up is, well, you can either section it here all the way down, make a cut that's 1/16 or 1/8 of an inch wide, which is probably what I'm going to do, and then what you do is you take the 2 pieces and you squish them together and then weld them. Probably what I'm going to do. The other way to do it on something like this is actually rebend this, but that sounds complicated, so I'm going to choose the re-welding. I'm going to cut it and I'll re-weld it, and I'll show you the result. I've got this section now into 2 pieces. I did it with the angle grinder, so it looks a little rough, but that's alright, doesn't matter. I took off well, probably about 3/16 of an inch, which is the width of the angle grinder blade, or wheel rather, and then I'm going to just simply weld these 2 pieces with a MIG welder. I'll weld them back together. So a lot of work, but the result will be nice, I think, at least in the end. So here's my part that I sliced and re-welded. The only and primed. The only problem here is that I put the bead on the wrong side, so I got to grind that bead off. Because what happens is the drawer slide actually sits flush here, and the bead is going to interfere with that. So I'm just going to grind that off, reprime it, paint it, put it in the toolbox, and hopefully we'll be all set. All painted up. Ready to install the, I'll install it in the tool chest. I'm going to put it in with some screws, or rather bolts, just number 8 bolts, and see how this looks. There you have it, installed. Now that's a little bit high, but let's see how this overall looks. So it's in. I had to grind off the screws, and this front bolt here I actually had to take out or back out and then put it back in after the slide went in. But should have adequate room now. Let's put the drawer in and see how it looks. And there we have it, all back together. So this drawer comes out now without hitting. That's the spot that was hitting. So, comes out without hitting. There you have it. Tips and tricks. Don't forget to subscribe.